Hi boys and girls, this is a super quick recap of today's lesson on modeling the distributive property with arrays. As you know, an array is just a group of rows and columns. So here you see that I have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, with each row having 8 counters in the row. This array models the multiplication problem 3 times 8. And if we skip count it by 8 3 times, we have 8 plus 8 plus 8, that gives us 24. That's not the only way that I can come up with 24. Here I took, on the left hand side, I have my 3 by 8 array. On the right hand side of the equal sign, I took my array and split it into 2 smaller arrays. I didn't add any counters, I didn't take any counters away. All I did was move them, just slide this second group to the right. I still have 3 rows in each of my arrays. However, in this one, the first one to the right of the equal sign, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters. So to find the area of this array, or to find the product of 3 times 6, I skip count by 6 3 times. 6, 12, 18. Here, in my very last array, I have still 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and I have 2 counters in each row. So to find the area of this 3 by 2 array, I skip count by 2 3 times. 2 plus 2 plus 2 makes 6. Notice if I counted all the way along, I would still have 8 counters, but I broke them into groups of 6 and groups of 2 in each row. This shows that I can still get my product of 3 times 8 by breaking 8 down into 2 parts. Here I broke it into 6 and 2. This is what it looks like in symbolic notation. I know that 8 can be rewritten as an addition problem with 6 plus 2. So 3 times 8 is 3 times 6 plus 2. This is just a reminder, in case you've forgotten, if I have a number outside of parentheses without any symbols in between, that means I need to multiply. I need to multiply 3 both by the 6 and by the 2. Just like on the previous slide, I multiplied the 3 by rows of 6 and the 3's by rows of 2. When I simplify that, I multiply this 3 by 6, down here, 3 times 6, I get 18. And then I get 3 times 2, that gives me 6. And together, my answer is 24. The reason I put these arrows here is to remind me that I need to distribute my 3. Distribute means to pass out. I think of the distributive properties being like a mailman. He has to distribute mail by stopping at each house on his route. Just like here, I have to distribute the 3 by stopping at each number on my route. 3 times 6 and 3 times 2. Once I find the product of 3 times 6, which is 18, and 3 times 2, which is 6, I add them together and get 24, and sure enough, I know that 3 times 8 is 24. Now today, a couple of students who were on the ball, they asked me, well, do I have to use 6 and 2? Can I break 8 down any other way? And yep, here we had other students today, instead of using 6 and 2, broke 8 down into 5 and 3. So they separated their 3 by 8 array into a 3 by 5 array, 3 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in it, which gave us 15 counters, and 3 rows with 1, 2, 3 in them, which gave us 9 counters. We add them up. We still get 24, even though we separated the array differently. So going back to our symbolic notation, I rewrote 8 as an addition problem as 5 plus 3. So now instead of 3 times 8, I have 3 times 5 plus 3. Because again, this 3 outside of these parentheses means multiply. So I'm going to distribute my 3 to the 5 by multiplying 3 times 5 and getting 15. I'm going to distribute my 3 to the 3 by multiplying 3 times 3, getting 9. So my postman has stopped at every house along the way, and he has delivered his 3 via multiplication, and we still get 24. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. Hope it helped. Bye-bye.